Welcome to Smartwatch Tics. This video is an introductory video about smartwatches and smartwatch phones to help get clarity in this confusing marketplace that's emerging. It's January of 2015 and what applies now may change in the future, but just to put it on the record, there's a couple of different ways of talking about these things. One is to describe a device as a smartwatch. If it's a smartwatch, it means that the watch itself needs to be tethered or connected to your cell phone, and you need to have your cell phone with you if you want to make phone calls or receive text messages. It's tethered, and it's tethered by Bluetooth. It's smart because it does other things. It may have a pedometer built into it, or sedentary reminders so you get up and stretch, or a sleep monitor to tell how well you're sleeping, or maybe even a heart rate monitor. It also can have recorders and video, although 2 megapixel cameras are pretty much worthless. They should be at least 5 megapixels to get decent pictures. And other applications, remote control to change the channel on your TV until you go back to the sedentary reminder that tells you to get up and do it manually. Things like that. Anyway, smartphone needs to be tethered in order for you to use the phone feature of the smartwatch. Okay, smartwatch as opposed to the smartwatch phone. The smartwatch phone now is a whole different beast. There's several of them coming out. This particular one is a really nice one because it runs on the standard Android operating system, which means that just like an Android phone, you can install applications using the Play Store. In fact, the ones you've already purchased, you can download directly onto the watch and run them from there. Now that's a nice feature. It allows you to really have the complete flexibility that you have with your phone on your watch. Okay? The problem is, though, if you want to actually make phone calls with it, you're going to need to insert a separate SIM card and get a phone number and text data plan and all of the stuff that goes with that, just as if you were getting another phone. So, with the smartwatch phone, you're basically buying another phone in a small form factor. But you got quite a bit of capability, and a lot of people are looking at buying these kind of devices so that they can use them in Wi-Fi zones just like they would their regular phone. You can do things like Flipboard or Pocket or whatever for reading. You have all sorts of other capabilities in a smartwatch phone. Now, what I'm recommending if you're just getting into this kind of stuff is neither of these, but instead both of them. This type of a phone, and there's a few on the market, is a crossover device. Say it's a smartwatch phone, but what it really is both a smartwatch and a smartwatch phone. Inside of this, in addition to it being a basic smartwatch that has the displays that we're used to and all the things that you saw on the original smartwatch that tethers to your cell phone, it can do all of that, exactly like the other one, with the added benefit that this particular type of watch also has a place to stick in a SIM card. When you put the SIM card in, it actually works as a smartwatch phone, and you can place and receive calls directly on that line. In fact, with the SIM card in and the phone with you, you can make and receive back and forth between the two devices. That could be kind of handy. So if you want to have a separate phone line that's only exclusive and is as accessible from your watch, that comes with either the smartwatch phone we just looked at with the Android apps or this one. And if you want to make sure that you tether to your cell phone and only use the one phone number, not needing to put a SIM card in here at all to make it work, that works as well too. You just Bluetooth connect it. So the crossover watch is pretty interesting. We're going to be reviewing all three of the watches you just saw.